Hello, dears. My name is Catherine Ellington, and I do hope you're sitting somewhere cosy, perhaps with a warm cup of tea. Today, I'd like to share something close to my heart, a story about family, full of memories, both sweet and sorrowful. My hope is that as you listen, you'll be reminded of your own treasured moments and feel a little more connected, a little more at peace. Let me begin with Maria. She's 20 years old and lives in the charming little town of Ashwell, nestled at the edge of the English countryside. Maria has always said, "My family is the heart of my world," and I quite agree with her sentiment. First, there is her mother, Elena. A gentle soul, truly. Elena is the sort of woman who bakes love into every biscuit and listens with her whole heart. When Maria was just a little girl, Elena would greet her after school with warm shortbread and a smile that seemed to melt the world away. Then there is Maria's father, Thomas, a man of action and deep compassion. He serves as a firefighter in their town, always ready to help others, even at great personal risk. When Maria was young, Thomas would read her stories by lamplight, his voice soothing her into dreams of castles, dragons, and far-off lands. Maria also has a younger brother named Daniel, who is 18 and quite the character. Clever, witty, always making the family laugh. He and Maria often challenge each other in video games. Sometimes he wins, sometimes she does, but always with joy and sibling banter. Her sister Sophie, now 16, has a dancer's heart. Each evening, she transforms their sitting room into a stage, her movements full of grace and spirit. She dreams of joining the Royal Ballet one day, and Maria has no doubt that she will. Now, the household wouldn't be complete without Bruno, their lively spaniel. He's a bundle of fur and joy. Every Sunday, they all head to Greenwich Park, where Bruno bounds through the grass while the family shares a picnic and laughter under the trees. Maria has many cherished memories. One sunny day, they all went to Brighton Beach. Elena built a splendid sandcastle. Thomas took dozens of photos. Daniel and Maria hunted for seashells. Sophie danced along the shore, and Bruno chased the waves like a puppy possessed. It was, as Maria puts it, a perfect day in every way. But of course, not every day is golden. Last year, Maria's grandfather, Edward, passed away. He was a storyteller, a quiet man with wise eyes. His tales of the past brought history alive, and when he left this world, it left an ache. But the family drew together, remembering his stories, holding one another close, and healing in their shared love. Another difficult time came when Daniel broke his leg during a school football match. It was weeks of pain and frustration for him, but also of love. Maria read him her favourite novels. Sophie brought chocolates, and their parents tended to his every need. Through hardship, they grew closer. Now let's turn to the joyful traditions. Every Christmas, the house in Ashwell sparkles with lights and laughter. Elena bakes a spiced fruit cake, they exchange gifts and sing carols by the fire. Maria remembers the year Daniel gifted her. A delicate silver bracelet still graces her wrist to this day. For her birthday, Maria once chose a visit to Hope Park. Rides, sweets, laughter and fireworks at the end. She called it the best day of my life. On quiet evenings, the family gathers in the parlour, wrapped in blankets, watching films and sharing popcorn. There's something so comforting in those quiet, ordinary moments, isn't there? And then there's Eva Maria's friend from university. Also 20, Eva lives in Nottingham with her mother Laura, her father David, and her 10-year-old brother Oliver. Their life, though different, holds the same tender joy. Every morning, they share pancakes and laughter. David is a doctor, always rushing off to help others, while Laura tends to their lovely home. Eva, an English literature student, delights in languages. He and I do get along wonderfully. Oliver is bright, full of energy, and utterly in love with football. On weekends, the family heads to the park. David joins in the games, while Laura reads under the trees. They also have a pet dog, another Max. There must be magic in the name. One day, little Max fell ill, and the whole family was heartsick. But after much care and a trip to the vet, he bounced back, tail wagging once more. Eva's fondest memory is of their trip to the Lake District. They hiked, picnicked, and spent their evenings around a fire, listening to ghost stories and roasting marshmallows. Bliss. Every Sunday, they have a family dinner roast chicken, warm vegetables, stories, and shared smiles. Eva always says it's her favourite tradition. Once, David tried to cook the meal himself. It ended in a burnt bird and a smoky kitchen, but also peals of laughter. Laura swooped in and saved the day, of course. So, my dears, what can we take from these tales? Perhaps this. Family is not about perfection, it's about presence. The laughter, the mishaps, the quiet comforts and loud celebrations. Whether near or far, our loved ones shape who we are and give us the courage to face whatever comes. Thank you for joining me today. If this story reminded you of someone you love, perhaps share it with them or leave a comment about your own family memories. Let's keep these stories alive. Until next time, take care of one another and never forget, love in its truest form often lives in the smallest of moments. Cheerio, and see you soon.